Students, in this video you will learn about three-phase induction motors review. First we will see the introduction of three-phase induction motor. An electric motor is a device which converts an electrical energy into mechanical energy. Motor generally it will converts electrical energy into mechanical energy, but generator is reverse. Generator which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. The operating on AC supply are called, the motor which operates on AC supply is called AC motor. AC motors is commonly available. So since in India we are transmitting, distributing, utilizing the electrical power in the form of AC, most of the cases we are using the AC transmission, AC distribution, even we are utilizing in the form of AC only. That's why these AC motors are more popularly used. The AC motors are classified into different types. One is three-phase induction motor, single-phase induction motor, universal motors and synchronous motors. Three-phase induction motors and single-phase induction motor are operates on only AC supply. Universal motors we can operate on DC supply also. AC supply and DC supply both we can operate universal motors. But synchronous motors are required both AC supply and DC supply, but this classification comes under AC motor only. Synchronous motor comes under AC motor. About the synchronous motor, you will learn in further modules. The three-phase induction motors are widely used for the various industrial applications. So, like to run the conveyor belts, if you go to cement factory, sugar factory, there will be conveyor belts. To run the conveyor belts, so there we will use induction motors. Even lift, cranes and agriculture water pump motors, so we will use induction motors. The important feature of three-phase induction motors are self-starting, so there is not required any auxiliary device. For single-phase induction motors we have required auxiliary device called capacitor, capacitive start, capacitive running. Single-phase induction motors we have. So single-phase induction motors are non-self-starting motors, but three-phase induction motors self-starting motors. Since it will produce the rotating magnetic field, constant torque will be produced and uniform magnetic flux will be produced. That's what these motors, these three-phase induction motors are self-starting motors. And also these motors are having high power factor, good speed regulation and robust construction. The construction is very strong compared to other motors. So in this chapter, so you will learn about construction, working principle, characteristics of three-phase induction motor as well as universal motors. Working of three-phase induction motors is based on the principle of rotating magnetic field. So now we will see the rotating magnetic field, how we are applying to the three-phase induction motor. So consider three-phase induction motor, stator winding connected as a star or delta connection. So either it may be star connection, either it may be delta connection. So the rotating magnetic field concept will be similar to the both star and delta type three-phase induction motors. So one supply is connected to the three-phase winding. So three current will flows IR, IY, IB. So due to the current flowing in the each winding, magnetic flux will produce. So magnetic flux is pi R, pi Y, pi B. So here I have mentioned equation 1, 2, 3. Pi R is pi m sin omega t. Pi Y is sin of omega t minus 120 degrees. Pi B is pi m sin of 120 omega t minus 240 degrees. So these are the fluxes will produce. So each flux, the phase difference between each flux will be equal to 120 degrees. So 120 degrees phase difference will be there. So we can observe in these figures here. So here figure B shows the phasor diagram of pi R, pi Y, pi B. So we can observe the phase difference between each flux is 120 degrees. So we can also observe in figure A how the fluxes will be produced, how the fluxes will be there, pi R, pi Y, pi B. So here we can observe the all three fluxes in this figure A. So total fluxes in three-phase induction motor pi t is equal to summation of all the three fluxes, pi R, plus pi y plus pi b. So here to explain the concept of rotating magnetic field, so we are considering the four different values, four different ways. So here theta 0 degrees, theta will be 60 degrees, 120 degrees, 180 degrees respectively. How the total fluxes will be, how the total fluxes is varies, and what will be the total flux inside the three-phase induction motor. So first, in case of case, we will consider theta is equal to 0 degrees. So theta is equal to 0 degrees. So substitute the theta is the values in three equations, pi r, pi y, pi b. So in this pi r will become a 0, and pi y and pi b is the presence at the case theta is equal to 0 degrees. So according to these equations, pi r, pi y, pi b. So if you draw the phasor diagram, so pi y and minus pi b will minus pi y and pi b will be present. So draw the tangent lines and bisect the OL line, and we can get a one triangle ODB triangle. So from the ODB triangle, so cos 30 if we apply, so OD by OB pi t by 2 whole divided by 0.866 pi m we will get. Simplify this one, so that is equal to 1.5 times pi m. So 1.5 times the pi m. Okay. Next, theta is equal to 60 degrees. Substitute in above standard equations. So equation 1, 2, 3. So here pi b will be the 0, pi r and pi y, pi r and pi y will be present. So draw the phasor diagram according to the presence of magnetic fluxes pi r, pi y. So we can see in this phasor diagram. So pi r and pi y phasors. So use the phasors and tangents, draw the tangent lines and bisect line. Tangent lines, if you draw, you can form a ODB triangle. From the ODB triangle, you can get the relation pi t is equal to 1.5 times the pi m, 1.5 into pi m. So total flux inside the three-phase induction motor always 1.5 times the pi main flux. Similarly, so theta is equal to 120 degrees, pi t is equal to 1.5 into pi m. So here pi y will become a 0. Same explanation, but different phasors, different magnetic fluxes we will explain. So in this pi r and pi b will be present, pi y will be 0. So draw the phasor diagram with pi r and pi b and find out the total flux. So total flux will be equal to 1.5 times the pi m. Similarly, so theta is equal to 180 degrees. So pi r will become a 0, pi y and pi b will be present. So draw the phasors with the pi y and pi b. So pi t is equal to 1.5 times pi m. So these are the total fluxes in the magnetic, total fluxes in rotating field concept. So inside the three-phase induction motor, at any time the total flux will be equal to 1.5 times the main flux or maximum flux. So pi m is the maximum flux. So here speed of the RPM. So there exists a fixed relation between frequency AC supply to the windings, the number of poles P for which winding is wound, and speed n RPM of rotating magnetic field. So using the n, using the P, using the F, you can write the synchronous speed. The synchronous speed ns is equal to 120 F by P. So where synchronous speed is the constant speed. So it is a relationship with the frequency of supply and number of poles, where F is equal to supply frequency in hertz, P is equal to number of poles for which winding is wound. So this is the speed which RPM rotates in space. Next we will see one more direction of RPM. So you can change the direction of RPM by interchanging any two phases or two lines in three-phase induction motor. So here we have two diagrams, clockwise direction and anti-clockwise direction diagrams. So in clockwise direction, the phase sequence is positive sequence, RYB will be there. In anti-clockwise direction, the phase sequence is negative. So since B phase and Y phase are interchanged, B phase is connected to Y line, Y phase is connected to B phase, then the induction motor direction will be in anti-clockwise direction. So when it is RYB, the phase sequence, it will run at clockwise direction. When it is RBY, then the phase sequence is negative sequence, so it will run at anti-clockwise direction. So this is the direction of RPM. So in this video we have seen rotating magnetic field, speed of RPM, direction of RPM. In next video, so we will see the working principle of three-phase induction motor. Okay, thank you everyone. Keep learning, keep watching the videos, and if you have any doubt you can approach me. Thank you everyone.